All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody. As we're getting set for the second half of our doubleheader today, we've got the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Coming into this week, Minnesota was tied for first place with Tampa Bay in the NFC Central with a 6-3 record. Tampa Bay has already won this week. They beat Philadelphia, so the Bucs are 7-3. Minnesota has to win to keep pace with Tampa Bay. The Bears come in at 5-4, one game behind the Vikings. The Bears have won 2 in a row, trying to get back in the NFC Central playoff race. Let's head out to Minneapolis, Minnesota for this one. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Here we go. And welcome into U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the Bears and the Vikings. And welcome in to another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. A big game in the NFC Central. The 6-3 Vikings, the 5-4 Bears, just one game back. Evil Dead's got the Vikings -1. Evil Dead is now 77-56, 21 games up. There's the kickoff. There you go. Fielded by Carnes, 2 yards deep over the 15, 20, 25. And Gerald Carnes brings it out to the 26-yard line. Yep, the Giants pulled it out just like you said they would. Clutch is in the house too. Jay Foster, the starting quarterback, in his second year out of Michigan. Foster's had a much better second season than his rookie year. The Vikings currently a half game behind the Buccaneers in the NFC Central Division. The Bucs beat Philadelphia earlier this week. Tampa Bay is 7-3. Minnesota can join them atop the division with a win against the Bears here this afternoon. 1st and 10. Vikings come out in the eye. Foster hands off. Nope, play action looking, throws. It's picked off by Hopkins on the first play of the game. The Bears get a pick. Isaac Hopkins, the second-year defensive back out of Texas. And the Vikings turn it over on the first play of the game. And the Bears will have it at the Viking 21-yard line. And I have some sad news to pass along. Willie Mays has passed away at the age of 93, I've just learned. One of my favorite baseball players of all time, Willie Mays. He's passed away today at the age of 93. It'll be 1st and 10 for Chicago at the 35. 4 receivers set wide. Starting quarterback, Jason Plunkett. In his 9th year out of USC, Plunkett back, throws downfield, caught by Alex Dominique, out to the 22, a gain of 13. Have these two played this season yet? I'm tempted to say yes, they have. I think they played in Chicago earlier this season. I'm looking at the schedule, trying to find out. That's a valid question. Let me see. Back in week 4, the Bears blew them out 42-3. I remember that game now. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Chicago in the I formation. Plunkett hands off to Leon McNeil. And McNeil down to the 21-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9. Jim Florence comes up and makes the tackle. The 6th-year linebacker out of Wake Forest. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Bears at the Viking 21-yard line. Chicago trying to take advantage of the turnover. Plunkett in the shotgun, 4 receivers wide. Plunkett back. Plunkett throws, caught by Dominique. And Alex Dominique down to the 13, a gain of 8. And that should be enough. No, he's short. Oh, he got a bad spot. It'll be 3rd and 1 at the 13-yard line. Coming up to make the tackle, Alex Woodson in his 2nd year out of Miami. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Bears at the Viking 13-yard line. Chicago spreads the receivers out. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett back, throws, incomplete. It'll be 4th down. And the Bears will have to settle for 3. This will be a 30-yard attempt by Zach Jones. The Bears should be able to get some points out of this. Jones from 30 yards to get the Bears on the board first. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. And the Bears lead at 3-0. 6:20 left to play here in the first quarter. Davis in the house. Good to see you, Davis. So the Vikings throw a pick on the first play of the game, and the Bears march down the field and get a field goal, and they take a 3-0 lead. Davis saw the last game. Okay. You saw the Giants go to 9-1. The Giants still have the best record in the league. Dallas falls to 3-7. And now we have a big game here in the NFC Central. The Vikings at 6-3. The Bears 1 game back at 5-4. And Chicago takes a 3-0 lead. Zach Wetzel will kick off. Fielded by Saxon at the 2-yard line of the 15, 20, 25. Antonio Saxon brings it out to the 30-yard line. Saxon in his 4th year out of Army. What pick do the Cowboys have now? It's down there, probably 5th or 6th. The Bills have the first pick at the moment. The Bills have the worst record. The Bills are 1-9. The Bills are the only team to be eliminated from the playoffs already. 1st and 10 Vikings from the 30-yard line. Buffalo having another horrid season. Vikings come out in the offset eye. Foster under center. Foster hands off to Carrington. And Max Carrington out to the 34-yard line. The rookie out of Rutgers. Let's take a look at the Viking offense. Up front, Beasley, Blanchard, Valley, Brocious, and Rolla. And then it's James, Hill, Carrington, Underwood, and Carnes. That's the best news you've heard all day. What, the Bills having the worst record? Guess who the Patriots play next week? I believe they play Buffalo, if I'm not mistaken. 2nd and 5. Foster in the shotgun, 4 receivers wide. Foster to Carrington. And Carrington goes down to 33. Loss of a yard. Making the tackle, number 59, Dante Miller, the rookie out of Columbia. It'll be 3rd and 7. Actually, I could be mistaken. Let's take a look. Week 12, who do the Patriots play? Patriots play Cleveland. I'm sorry. Patriots host Cleveland next week. 3rd and 7 from the 33-yard line. 4 receivers wide for the Vikings. Foster in the shotgun. Foster drops back. Throws downfield. Caught by Carnes. No, incomplete. Broken up. Breaking up the pass, Andres Walters, the 5th-year defensive back out of Maryland. It'll be 4th and 7. As Gerald Carnes could not come up with it in Week 16. Thank you, Clutch, for checking that up for me. Zach Young back to punt. Gets the punt away. Fielded by McNeil at the 16. And Leon McNeil out to the 27-yard line. So the Vikings have had it twice. They threw a pick on the first play of the game, and they went 3 and out. And the Bears in between got a field goal. And now Chicago will get it for the second time, starting at their own 27-yard line, up 3-0. 5:06 left to play here in the first quarter. We're live from U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. Coming into the week, the Vikings and the Bucks were tied at 6-3, but the Bucks have won already. They're 7-3. Plunkett in the shotgun on first down. Plunkett back. Plunkett steps up, throws out to Seacrest, and Robert Seacrest out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 11 and a first down for Chicago. The 7th-year receiver out of Memphis, Robert Seacrest. First down, the Bears. Fresh set of downs for Chicago. 1st and 10 from their own 38. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett hands off to Andrews. He gets hit in the backfield. That's Marcus Andrews, the former Eagle, in his 6th year out of Pittsburgh. Jim Florence, the linebacker, on the tackle. A loss of 2. It'll be 2nd and 12. I don't think this game's going to be a 42-3 blowout like the first one. I think Minnesota plays tougher in this one. Gracie's here. Say hi, Gracie.
Hi.
I think Evil Dead's hanging out, maybe. 2nd and 12 from the 36-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett to McNeil up the middle, and Leon McNeil 3 yards out to the 39. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 9. On the tackle, number 53, Anthony Clemens, the 3rd-year linebacker out of Austin Peay. This is a big game in the NFC Central, but we have an even bigger game coming up next. Game 5 of the Major League Baseball American League Division Series, the deciding Game 5 between the Twins and the Indians. That'll be up after this game. The Twins won it in dramatic fashion last night in Game 4. Plunkett back on 3rd down. Plunkett throws incomplete. It'll be 4th down. And the Bears go 3 and out. And Chicago will have to punt. Zach Wetzel back to punt. Wetzel gets the punt away. And that'll be inside the 10, inside the 5. Nice punt by Zach Wetzel, the 6th-year punter out of Arkansas. Puts the Vikings down at the 2-yard line. Boy, we've seen some nice punting tonight. If you missed the earlier game, the Giants hung on to beat the Cowboys 21-17. That game is in the video section. It's also being posted on YouTube as we speak. The Giants go to 9-1. They have the best record in the league. And the Giants are running away with the NFC East. They now have a 4.5 game lead on the Redskins and the Eagles. 1st and 10 from the 2-yard line. Foster fakes the handoff in his end zone, rolls out, throws deep downfield, and it hung up there, incomplete. They're lucky that wasn't picked off. Ball was underthrown. Here's the Chicago defense. They play a 3-4. Miles, Fowler, and Gallows up front. Linebackers, Stewart, Redding, Miller, and Walters. And the secondary for the Bears, Hopkins, Harrelson, Fensick, and Walters. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Minnesota at the 2-yard line. Jimmy Jam with Clutch McGee supports Davis. Evil Dead popping in and out. 2nd and 10. Vikings come out in the offset eye from their own 2-yard line. Foster to Carrington around the outside, and Carrington trying to get the corner, and he's run out of bounds at the 7. It'll be a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 6. Running him out of bounds, the linebacker, Dante Miller, the rookie out of Columbia. It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Vikings at their own 7-yard line. Chicago up 3-0 here in the first quarter. 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the shotgun. Foster back. Foster in trouble. Throws downfield. Caught by James. And Rondé James, 16 yards out to the 23. And a Viking first down. The rookie out of Arizona, Rondé James, their first-round draft pick, gets the Vikings some breathing room. Out to the 23. It'll be 1st and 10. Making the tackle, number 21. That's Isaac Hopkins, who picked off the pass earlier. 1st and 10, Minnesota at their own 23. Foster to Carrington up the middle. And Max Carrington gets a yard. David Harrelson came up and made the tackle. He's the strong safety in his 8th year out of Oregon State. A gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. As the Vikings come out, 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the shotgun. Foster back. Throws downfield. He's got a man open. Hawkins down to the 46. A gain of 22 yards. Marcus Hawkins in his 2nd year out of Missouri. The linebacker, Jason Redding, makes the tackle, but that's a big gain for the Vikings and a first down. This drive started at the 2-yard line, and the Vikings have moved it out to their own 46. Under 2 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Chicago up 3-0. Foster in the shotgun. Foster to Carrington. He's got the first down across midfield, and Max Carrington down to the 39. A 15-yard run by Max Carrington, and another Viking first down. The rookie out of Rutgers. The Scarlet Knights. David Harrelson makes the tackle. 1st and 10, Minnesota at the Chicago 39. Vikings in the eye. Foster fakes the handoff. Foster rolls out. Foster's scrambling. Doesn't know what to do. And now he steps up and gets it knocked right back in his face. Linebacker right there, number 58. That's Corey Walters knocking the ball down in his 9th year out of Tulsa. That'll stop the clock with 1:03 left in the first. 2nd and 10 for the Vikings at the Chicago 39. 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the gun. Foster will drop back, rolls out, throws it out to Hill, down to the 33, a gain of 6. Making the catch, Jake Hill, in his 3rd year out of Buffalo. It'll bring up 3rd and 4 for the Vikings. Terry Stewart, the linebacker, in his 3rd year out of UNLV, making the tackle. 3rd and 4 for Minnesota at the Bear 33-yard line. We're coming up on the end of the first quarter. Foster, play action, throws and overthrows his intended receiver. It'll be 4th down. And that'll stop the clock. He was looking for Rondé James. And now Randy Lloyd will come on. This will be a 50-yard field goal by Lloyd, the rookie out of Utah State, to tie the game up from 50 yards. Snap, kick is up, and that kick is off target and short. Short and to the left. No good. And the Bears continue to lead 3-0 with 27 seconds left here in the first quarter. We're live from U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Week 11, here at Jammin' Sports. The Bears at 5-4, the Vikings at 6-3. Jason Plunkett comes back out to lead the offense, the ninth-year quarterback out of USC. Plunkett spent 6 years with Kansas City, now in his third year with the Bears. "27 seconds left here in the first quarter. 1st and 10. Plunkett to Andrews, and Andrews up the middle. Marcus Andrews out to the 47-yard line, a gain of 6. On the tackle, number 90 for the Vikings. I'm looking for a 90 on my roster. There he is, Eric Mason, in his third year out of Maryland. It'll be 2nd and 4. Will they get the playoff in time? And they do not. At the end of the first quarter, the Bears up 3-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 11. We go to the second quarter. The Bears lead the Vikings 3-0. It'll be 2nd and 4 for Chicago at their own 47-yard line. Bears trying to pull into a second-place tie with the Vikings. One game behind the Bucks with a win today in the NFC Central. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett back. Throws downfield. Caught by Belton. Out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 11. And that'll be a Bear first down. John Belton, the second-year tight end out of Pittsburgh. Ty Martin on the tackle, number 55. The fifth-year linebacker out of Tennessee. Jimmy Jam with Clutch McGee, Sports Davis. Misty's here, I think. Maybe she's asleep behind me. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett, play action. Plunkett throws, caught by Dominique. And Alex Dominique down to the 20-yard line. A 22-yard catch by the 8th-year receiver out of Bethune-Cookman. First down, Chicago. Coming up to make the tackle, Alex Woodson, the defensive back in his second year out of Miami. 1st and 10, Chicago now. If they score a touchdown, they can make this a 2-possession game. They're up 3-0. And the Bears, for the most part, have kind of dominated the first half. I think we had an injury timeout. That's why it's taken so long. Now we're about ready to resume. 1st and 10 for the Bears at the Viking 20, just inside the 20-yard line. 4 receivers wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett hands off to Andrews up the middle. And Marcus Andrews down to the 12, a gain of 8. Make it a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Anthony Clemens on the tackle, the linebacker for the Vikings. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Bears. Chicago threatening at the Viking 12-yard line. 5 receivers spread wide. Empty backfield for Plunkett. Plunkett drops back. Throws outside. It's knocked away. Looking for Marcus Andrews. Knocking the ball away, Dylan Douglas, the third-year defensive back out of Colorado. And that'll bring up 3rd down for Chicago. The Bears won the earlier matchup in Chicago back in Week 4, 42-3. It was a blowout. The rematch here today so far, much closer. 3-0 Chicago. 3rd and 3 for the Bears at the Viking 12. Chicago in the I formation. Plunkett hands off to McNeil. And McNeil to the 10. Very close to the marker. He'll be shy of the first down. They needed 3. He got 2. Ty Martin on the tackle. It'll be 4th down. It was actually Eric Mason on the tackle, number 90. In Chicago, will have to settle for another field goal. Zach Jones will come on. A 27-yard attempt to put the Bears up by 6. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. And the Bears lead it 6-0. 6:22 left to play here in the first half. Live from U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. The 5-4 Bears, the 6-3 Vikings. Tomorrow is Juneteenth. It's a federal holiday. I'm off tomorrow, and I'll be on starting at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. We'll have wall-to-wall sports tomorrow. We'll have football and baseball tomorrow. We'll check our football schedule tomorrow. We'll try to wrap up Week 11 tomorrow, as we have all afternoon to do games. There's the kick. Fielded by Saxon at the 3-yard line. Antonio Saxon brings it out across the 30 to the 32-yard line. And that's where the Vikings will have it 1st and 10. Looking at the remaining schedule here in Week 11, it looks to be 5 games left on the schedule. We'll try to get them all in tomorrow. It'll be New Orleans at Seattle, Denver at Oakland, Washington at the Rams, Atlanta at San Francisco, and Cincinnati at Miami. And our goal tomorrow is to get all 5 of those games in. 1st and 10. 4 receivers wide for the Vikings from their own 32. Jay Foster hands off to Max Carrington. And Carrington 2 yards out to the 34-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8 or 2nd and 9. They say it's a 1-yard game. Coming up on 6 minutes left here in the half. Chicago up 6-0. On 2nd down, the Vikings come out. Jay Foster under center. Foster drops back, throws, dumps it off to Kell. And Darren Kell out to the 43. A gain of 9. And that'll be a 1st down for Minnesota. Darren Kell, the 10th-year tight end out of Army. 1st down Vikings. Dante Miller, the linebacker, on the tackle for the Bears, the rookie out of Columbia University. Five and a half minutes left here in the first half. 1st and 10 Vikings. They come out in the offset eye.
Green 39! Green 39!
Simpson in motion. Foster hands off to Carrington. He gets nailed for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Coming in to make the tackle, number 58, Corey Walters, the 9th-year linebacker out of Tulsa. And that'll bring up 2nd and 12. Low-scoring defensive game so far. The Bears lead at 6-0. We're in the second quarter, about halfway through the second quarter. 5 minutes left in the half. It'll be 2nd and 12 for the Vikings at their own 41. Foster hands off to Carrington, and Carrington makes his way out to the 47. That'll be a gain of 6. Dante Miller, the linebacker, on the tackle again, and that'll bring up 3rd and 6 for Minnesota at their own 47-yard line. About 4.5 minutes left in the half. Vikings come out on 3rd down. Foster in the shotgun. Foster drops back, throws, caught by James, and Rondé James out to the 44. That'll be a 9-yard gain, and that'll be a first down for the Vikings. The rookie receiver, Rondé James, the rookie out of Arizona, their first-round draft pick, the Arizona Wildcat. David Harrelson making the tackle, along with Andres Walters. First down, Minnesota in Chicago territory at the 44-yard line. 5 receivers wide, empty backfield for Foster on 1st and 10. Foster back, throws outside, caught by Underwood, and Lawson Underwood out to the 38. And that'll be a gain of 6, making a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Underwood, the 8th-year tight end out of Iowa. 3:35 and counting here in the first half. Minnesota tried to take the lead if they can get a touchdown. 4 receivers wide for the Vikings. Foster in the shotgun. Foster to Hill, and Jake Hill avoids 1 tackle and gets 2 yards down to the 36 before being tackled by Larry Miles in his 7th year out of Texas Christian. And that'll bring up 3rd and 2 for Minnesota at the Chicago 36. 3 minutes and counting here in the half. Vikings in the eye.
Here we go. Green 30.
Foster to Hill, and Hill's got the first down. Jake Hill, a gain of 3. That'll move the chains. First down, Vikings. Jason Redding, the linebacker, on the tackle for Chicago. The Vikings now with a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from the Bear 33-yard line. 2-minute warning coming up. 4 receivers set wide, Foster back. Foster looking, rolls out, and Foster throws deep, back of the end zone, Hawkins, but that's going to be illegal touching. He went out of bounds and came back in. That'll be a loss of down.
Illegal touching, offense.
He stepped out of bounds in the back line. That'll stop the clock. 2:19 left in the half. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Vikings at the Chicago 33-yard line. Two-minute warning coming up. Bears lead it 6-0. It's been a tight first half. Vikings come out 2nd and 10. 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the shotgun.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Foster hands off to Carrington up the middle, and Max Carrington dragging them with him down to the 27-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6. Gary Fensick, the safety, comes up and makes the tackle. Fensick in his 10th year out of California. It'll bring up 3rd and 4, but that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Bears up 6-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. The 5-4 Bears, the 6-3 Vikings. The Bears trying to tie the Vikings for 2nd place in the NFC Central. They'd both be a game back of the Bucks if the Bears win this game. Minnesota tried to stay tied with Tampa Bay for 1st. 3rd and 4, Foster throws, caught by Mills, and Ivan Mills down to the 17-yard line. A gain of 10. Actually, it's John Mills, I'm sorry. The rookie out of UNLV. Ivan Mills plays for the Seahawks. I got him mixed up. First down, Minnesota. Making the tackle, Douglas Burns for the Bears. 1:40 left. Vikings come out 1st and 10 for the Chicago 17-yard line. 4 receivers spread wide. Foster in the shotgun.
Green 39.
Foster back. Foster throws. Got a man, Rondé James, down to the 3, a gain of 14 yards. And we have an injury timeout on Minnesota. That'll stop the clock. That'll cost the Vikings a timeout since we're inside the 2-minute warning. 1:23 left in the half. Andres Walters came up and made the tackle for Chicago. Vikings can take the lead with a touchdown and an extra point as the Bears lead at 6-0. 2 field goals, that's all we have so far. If you missed the earlier game, the Giants held on to beat the Cowboys 21-17. That game is in the video section. It's also on YouTube under Jammin' Sports. First and goal. Minnesota at the Chicago 3-yard line. 1:23 left in the half. Vikings come out. 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the shotgun.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Foster hands off to Carrington. He gets nailed for a 2-yard loss. Joshua Gallows on the tackle, number 94, the 7th-year defensive end out of Auburn. It'll be second and goal back at the 5. Gallows was in there quick. He was never blocked. You might want to put a hat on that guy. Coming up on a minute left here in the half. 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the shotgun.
Here we go now.
On second and goal. Foster back. Foster throws outside. Caught by Carrington as he gets down to the 1. And the Vikings take a timeout. A gain of 4 yards. Tackle by Isaac Hopkins at the goal line, saving the touchdown. It'll be third and goal at the 1. Bears trying to get a goal line stand. Force the Vikings into a field goal. Bears lead at 6-0. Big third down right here. Vikings come out on third and goal. Foster looks over the defense. Back to throw. Throws inside to James. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 1-yard touchdown catch by Rondé James, the rookie out of Arizona. And the Vikings have tied it up right before halftime. We're tied at 6 with the extra point coming. He just came across the middle. Nobody picked him up. A lapse on the Bears secondary. And now Randy Lloyd will come on for the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. And the Vikings have taken the lead 7-6 with 48 seconds left to play here in the first half. We're live from U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along on this Tuesday night. We'll be on tomorrow starting at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific. Juneteenth tomorrow. It's a federal holiday. I'm off. We're going to have 5 NFL games for you tomorrow, as we'll wrap up Week 11 with the final 5 games on the schedule. We'll go over that again here in a second. Starting at 1 Eastern. There's the kickoff. Fielded by McNeil at the 1-yard line. Leon McNeil out over the 25, 30, and McNeil, a nice return, out to the 35. Leon McNeil in his 4th year out of Missouri. The 5 games tomorrow, starting at 1 o'clock Eastern. New Orleans at Seattle, Denver at Oakland, Washington at the LA Rams, Atlanta at San Francisco, and Cincinnati at Miami. We'll wrap up Week 11 tomorrow. First and 10. Chicago. See if the Bears can score before halftime. They have all 3 of their timeouts. Plunkett back to throw. Throws to the near side. Caught by Alex Dominique. Out to the 42. They take a timeout. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. After this game, we'll have baseball. It'll be the deciding Game 5 of the American League Division Series between the Twins and the Indians. That best-of-5 series is tied at 2 games apiece. One of those two teams will win to advance to take on the Red Sox in the ALCS. So that big Game 5 coming up next. Second and 3 for the Bears. 5 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett draws back, throws down the middle, caught by Belton. And Belton out to the 49, a gain of 7. That'll be a first down. The Bears take a timeout with 33 seconds left. They have one more timeout left in the half. Last night, in the bottom of the ninth, Joe Mauer for the Twins hit a 2-run home run to win it for the Twins to tie the series up at 2 games apiece. A 7-5 win for the Twins last night. That was a great game last night. One of the best. If you haven't seen it, go to our video section or check it out on YouTube. 1st and 10. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett back. Throws down the middle, caught by Belton, and Belton gets out to the 41. As they cross midfield, a gain of 10. But the clock is running. The Bears still have a timeout. They haven't used it yet. Belton, the tight end, in his second year out of Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh Panther. "15 seconds left. Surprised the Bears haven't called the timeout. They're going to try a Hail Mary. Plunkett in the shotgun. This will be the last play of the half. Plunkett throws. Caught by Belton. No, incomplete. That's halftime. Halftime score, Minnesota 7, Chicago 6. Here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. The 5-4 Bears, the 6-3 Vikings. The Vikings lead at 7-6 as we start the third quarter. A defensive first half. Kicking off will be Randy Lloyd. Fielded by Charles at the goal line over the 15, 20, 25. They mark him down at the 25-yard line. On the return is number 86 for the Bears. That's Miles Charles, the rookie out of Florida. 1st and 10 Chicago as Jason Plunkett will come back out to lead the offense. The Vikings up by 1, 7-6. Minnesota trying to keep pace with Tampa Bay in the NFC Central. The Bucs are 7-3. Tampa Bay with a big win over Philadelphia earlier this week. The Vikings have the second longest playoff drought of any team right now. Plunkett back, throws to Seacrest, and Robert Seacrest gets out to the 35-yard line, a gain of 10. Make it a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and inches. It's been, since sim season 22, an 11-season drought for the Vikings. The only drought longer is the Bills at 16 seasons. And that's going to be 17 because the Bills are 1-9 and they've already been eliminated. Montel Monroe came up and made the tackle for the Vikings. the 7th-year safety out of Florida State. Robert Seacrest in his 7th year out of Memphis, the wide receiver. It'll be 2nd and inches for the Bears at their own 35-yard line. Vikings up 7-6 here in the third quarter. 4 receivers wide for the Bears. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett back, throws across the middle to Andrews, who gets out to the 41-yard line. Marcus Andrews, the former Eagle, in his 6th year out of Pittsburgh. First down, Chicago. The Dream is in the house. Good to see you, Dream. Welcome in. Always good to see the Dream. So the Dream is here, Clutch is here, Davis is here. 1st and 10, Chicago now. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Plunkett hands off to McNeil. And McNeil back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. On the tackle is Eric Mason for the Vikings. It's his pinball night, Dream. It's Tuesday night. It's his pinball night. He's in that pinball league in New York. 2nd and 10 for the Bears. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett back, hands off to Andrews. Around the outside, and Marcus Andrews, a flag is down as he gets in the Viking territory, but I think this one's coming back.
Illegal block in the back.
Block in the back on Chicago. On Keyshawn Sherman, the right guard. And that'll make it 2nd and 11. Chicago at their own 39-yard line. That negates a nice run. Bears come out. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett hands off to McNeil. And McNeil gets nailed for no gain at the 39. Coming up to make the tackle, Stan King, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Tennessee. A loss of a yard now, they say. It'll be 3rd and 12 for Chicago at their own 39. The Vikings lead at 7-6. Low-scoring defensive game. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett back. Plunkett rolls out. He throws downfield, and Weavers can't hold on. Broken up. Nice defensive play by Dylan Douglas, the 3rd-year defensive back out of Colorado. Fritz Weavers, the intended receiver. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down, and the Bears are going to have to punt. They got slapped away by Douglas. .5:45 left to play in the third quarter. Just a 1-point lead for the Vikings. Zach Wetzel back to punt. And Wetzel gets the punt away. And that's going to be inside the 10. Nice punt. It'll be downed at the 9-yard line. So the Vikings will start deep in their own end. Up 7-6 here in the third quarter. 5:38 left to play in the third. Here at U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. Baseball up next. And then tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern time, we'll have a what do you call it when there's 5? Quintuple header? A quintuple header? There you go. We'll have 5 games tomorrow for you. Starting at 1 Eastern. 1st and 10 from the 9. In the eye. Foster. Play action looking. Throws. Outside to James. Rodney James in the open field down the sideline. Finally run out of bounds at the 49 by David Harrelson. A 40-yard gain by their first-round draft pick, Rondé James, the rookie out of Arizona. It'll be a first down for the Vikings. I thought James was off to the races there, but David Harrelson had the angle. The 8th-year safety out of Oregon State makes the tackle. He just totally made Isaac Hopkins whiff. 1st and 10, Vikings now. It's actually a 42-yard gain out to the Chicago 49. Vikings in the offset eye. Foster, play action. Foster throws. Caught by James again. Down to the 27. A gain of 22 yards. And that puts Rondé James over 100 yards on the day. The Vikings' first round draft pick. We're coming up on 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Now the Vikings are threatening. That's right, Evil Dead is the star of Jammin' Sports. They all ask for you. 1st and 10 from the 27. Foster rolls out, throws downfield, caught by James. 3 straight receptions by James. This time, 22 yards down to the 5-yard line. A 42-yard reception, a 22-yard reception, and another 22-yard reception. 86 yards of receptions on those 3 passes right there. That's all this drive has been. James. It'll be 1st and goal, Vikings at the Chicago 5. Minnesota trying to go up by 8. They lead by 1, 7-6. Foster in the shotgun on 1st and goal from the 5. Foster to Carrington, and Carrington gets stood up at the 1-yard line. A gain of 4. Larry Miles led the charge for Chicago. It'll be 2nd and goal, Minnesota at the 1. The Bears got out to a 6-0 lead. The Vikings scored a touchdown right before halftime. And now here in the third quarter, the Vikings trying to score again. 2nd and goal from the Bear 1. Foster to Carrington, and Carrington will probably lose a yard back to the 2-yard line. And that'll be 3rd and goal. Making the tackle, Corey Walters, the 9th-year linebacker out of Tulsa, along with Jason Redding. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. If you're Minnesota, you want to put this in the I formation. Foster, play action. Foster rolls out, scrambling around, and now he's going to take off, and Foster's in for the touchdown. He makes a nice move at the end, making Terry Stewart, the linebacker, fall down. Touchdown, Minnesota. Foster takes it himself. Officially a 2-yard run, even though he ran about half a mile to get there. And it's 13-6 Vikings. Tell you what, Minnesota's making believers out of me. I can't wait for them to play Tampa Bay again. We'll check the schedule here in a second. And now for the extra point, Randy Lloyd. And the kick is blocked. The extra point is blocked by the Bears. Oh, that could be huge down the line. Instead of it being an 8-point lead, it's a 7-point lead for the Vikings. And that could be huge down the line. I didn't see who came flying in there. That's number 30. That's Reggie Rucker who blocked the extra point. So the Vikings are up by 7 instead of 8. 13-6. Takes a little luster off that touchdown. Let's see who they play next week. Chicago will host Detroit. Minnesota, guess who they play next week? Tampa Bay. And that could be for first place in the NFC Central if the Vikings hold on and win this. Guess what's going to be the Sunday night game next week? There's the kick. Fielded by Charles at the goal line. Out over the 20. And Charles brings it out to the 26-yard line. Miles Charles, the rookie out of Florida. So the Vikings lead by 7, 13-6, with 3:07 left to play here in the third quarter. U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. Evil Dead took the Vikings in this one. Evil Dead is now 77-56, 21 games up. First and 10, Chicago now. From their own 26. 4 receivers set wide.
Now let's go.
Plunkett hands off to McNeil. And Leon McNeil to the 28. A gain of 2 to be 2nd and 8. On the tackle, number 94, Mark Spindler. In his 13th year out of Purdue, the former Lion. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Bears. Chicago at their own 28. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Plunkett drops back. Throws downfield, incomplete. He missed the receiver coming across the middle. That was Robert Seacrest coming across the middle. It'll be 3rd and 8 from the 28-yard line. 2:36 left to play here in the third. Big third down for the Bears. 5 receivers wide. Plunkett in the shotgun.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Plunkett looking, throws, and it's incomplete. The Bears go 3 and out. I'm not sure who he was throwing to. He had 2 Bears in the area. It'll be 4th down. Zach Wetzel will come on to punt. As I said before, the Vikings this season trying to end an 11-season playoff drought. Wetzel gets the punt away on 4th and 8. Fielded by Carnes at the 18, and he goes down at the 20. Gerald Carnes, the 5th-year receiver out of UCLA. So the Vikings up by 7, 13-6, will take over. And they'll have it at their own 20-yard line here late in the third quarter with 2:26 left to play. Vikings can make it a 2-possession game here. Minnesota has gotten progressively better as the season has gone along. Four receivers set wide, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Foster back, throws downfield, it's knocked down, incomplete. Jason Redding, the linebacker, knocks it down for the Bears. In his 14th year out of Miami, Jason Redding. The intended receiver was John Mills, the rookie out of UNLV. Second and 10 for Minnesota at their own 20. 2:23 left in the third. It's a 1-possession game. The Vikings up by 7. 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the shotgun.
319.
Foster back. Foster throws. Caught by Mills. And John Mills gets the first down. A 16-yard gain out to the 36-yard line. First down, Vikings. Douglas Burns on the tackle, the 4th-year defensive back out of Virginia Tech. But it's a Viking first down. The Vikings offense got out to a slow start as Chicago got out to a 6-0 lead. But 13 unanswered Minnesota points. They lead it 13-6 here in the third quarter. Coming up on 2 minutes left now in the third. 1st and 10 Vikings. This time Foster under center.
Here we go now.
Foster to Carrington. And Carrington out to the 40. A gain of 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. Dante Miller on the tackle, the linebacker. A minute 38 and counting here in the third quarter. Vikings can make it a 2-possession game with any type of score on this drive. 3 receivers to the far side. Foster in the shotgun. Foster fakes the handoff. Foster throws down the near sideline. Caught on the sideline, and a flag is down. Well, I thought he caught it. Well, let's sort this one out.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Oh, it is a catch, I do believe. And they're going to get unnecessary roughness on Isaac Hopkins. Tack on 15 more yards.
Automatic first down.
Kind of tackled him out of bounds. Gerald Carnes caught the pass. He took 2 steps out of bounds and was tackled, so they call unnecessary roughness. 15-yard penalty. And now the Vikings have it at the Chicago 24-yard line. 1st and 10. Wow. Now the Vikings, they can make it a 2-score game. They come out in the I formation. 1st and 10. Foster to Carrington up the middle, and Max Carrington 3 yards out to the 21. Dante Miller on the tackle. One of my friends locally, his name is Drew. I think he may be watching tonight. If you're out there, Drew, say hi. 2nd and 7 from the 21. Foster under center. Foster to Carrington. And Carrington slips through and gets about 4 yards down to the 17-yard line. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Isaac Hopkins on the tackle for Chicago. We're coming up on the end of the 3rd quarter. Probably have time for one more play here. 3rd and 3 from the Chicago 17. Foster in the shotgun. Foster back. Throws down the middle, and it's incomplete. Broken up by Jason Redding. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Vikings will have to settle for 3. Marcus Hawkins, the intended receiver. Nice defensive play by the linebacker Redding. Wearing Butkus's old number, 51. I don't believe in retired numbers. Randy Lloyd will come on. This will be a 34-yard field goal to put the Vikings up by 10. Snap. Kick is up. Looks good. Is good. Vikings lead it 16-6. 8 seconds left to play here in the 3rd quarter. And the Vikings go up by 2 scores. A 10-point lead. 16 unanswered Minnesota points. The Bears led it 6-0 at halftime. Actually, it was 7-6 Vikings at halftime. I'm sorry. But the Vikings scored right before halftime. They were up 6-0 at one point. 16 unanswered Minnesota points. Lloyd will kick off for the Vikings. Be fielded by McNeil at the 3-yard line over the 20, 25, and Leon McNeil goes down the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bears. 4 seconds left. This should be the last play of the 3rd quarter, one would think. With just 4 seconds left. Bears down by 10. The Vikings have more than double the Bears' total yardage.
Here we go.
In the shotgun, Plunkett throws to the near side, caught by Belton, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Vikings up 16-6 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. The Bears and the Vikings. Vikings lead it 16-6. As we start the 4th quarter, it's Chicago football. 2nd and 4 at their own 37-yard line. The Bears are down by 2 possessions. Jason Plunkett, the quarterback, under center.
Let's go. Green 39.
Plunkett fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws downfield, caught by Seacrest, and Robert Seacrest down to the 41. A 22-yard gain for Robert Seacrest, the 7th-year receiver out of Memphis. Coming up to make the tackle, number 25 for the Vikings. That's Lawrence Burnside, the 2nd-year safety out of BYU. Bears on the move, trying to get it back in the game. Bears trying to make it a one-score game. 1st and 10 from the Viking 41. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett back. Sets up a screen pass to Andrews. Down the sideline, Marcus Andrews down to the 31-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and inches. Jeremy Bell on the tackle for Minnesota, the 6th-year defensive back out of Alabama. It'll be 2nd and inches. Coming up on 7 minutes left. Clock is moving. 4 receivers wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett drops back, throws underneath to Andrews. Out to the 28. A gain of 3. And that'll be enough for the first down. Marcus Andrews, in his 6th year out of Pittsburgh. He spent 5 seasons with Philadelphia, and now in his 1st season with the Bears. Ty Martin, the linebacker, on the tackle. Martin in his 5th year out of Tennessee. 1st and 10, Chicago at the Viking 28. 5 receivers wide. Plunkett in the shotgun, empty backfield. Plunkett back. Plunkett rolls out, and now Plunkett throws, and it's intercepted by Jeremy Bell in the end zone. He's going to bring it out. He should have just knelt down, but he brings it out to the 14-yard line. And the Vikings get the ball back. The Bears come up empty. As Bell picks it off, if he had taken a knee, it would be out at the 20-yard line. He brings it out to the 14. When in doubt, take a knee. No shame in a touchback. You've already picked it up. 1st and 10, Minnesota at the 20-yard line. The Vikings, I'll tell you what, they're making believers out of a lot of people this season. They'll be 7-3, tied with Tampa Bay for 1st in the NFC Central if they hang on and win this. They lead at 16-6. 6:24 left to play. We're in the 4th quarter, and they have the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 14. So the Vikings can eat up some time here. Jay Foster, the quarterback. Foster drops back. Foster throws downfield. It's picked off. Back-to-back picks. Isaac Hopkins picks it off for the 2nd time this game. And the Bears, just like that, get the ball right back. Back-to-back interceptions. And we're back where we started. Chicago down by 10, and they have the ball deep in Viking territory. And now Jason Plunkett will come back out. .6:19 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Plenty of time. But the Bears, they need to get a score here. And they need to try to get it as quick as they can. Chicago comes out. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun.
Let's go. 3-19.
Plunkett drops back. Looks downfield, steps up, rolls out. And Plunkett is going to be taken down at the 23, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Jim Florence, the linebacker, came up and made the tackle from behind. We're under 6 minutes to play. Vikings up by 10, 16-6. Bears try to get back in this game. It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Viking 23-yard line.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Plunkett in the shotgun, 4 receivers wide. Plunkett back. Plunkett throws to the near side, caught by Weavers, and Chris Weavers down to the 12-yard line.
56.
That'll be a gain of 11 and a Chicago first down. Chris Weavers, the 4th-year receiver out of Florida. Making the tackle, number 20. That's Jeremy Bell, who intercepted the ball moments ago. 5:28 and counting. Chicago trying to make it a one-possession game. Bears come out, 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett back, hands off to Andrews. A draw play, and Andrews gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. Making the tackle, number 91, Cedric James, in his second year out of California. 5 minutes left. 2nd and 10 for the Bears at the Minnesota 12. Jason Plunkett under center. Plunkett fakes the handoff, rolls out, dumps it out to Stewart, and Stewart down to the 11-yard line. A.C. Stewart, the rookie tight end out of Florida. A gain of just a yard. Ty Martin comes up and makes the tackle. The linebacker. It'll be 3rd and 9 from the 11-yard line. It's a big third down for Chicago. Vikings up by 10, 16-6 here in the fourth quarter. Four and a half minutes left. The clock is moving. Big third down for the Bears. 4 receivers set wide on third down. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett looking, throws outside to Belton. And Belton's going to be shy of the first down. No gain. Stan King comes up and makes the tackle. Nice play by King. It'll be 4th and 9. Now the Bears are down by 10. They need a field goal somewhere along the line. So Chicago will go ahead and kick the field goal here to make it a one-possession game. That'd be the smart thing to do. Kick the field goal right here. Zach Jones will come on. This will be from 28 yards to make it a 7-point game. Snap, kick is up, and the kick is good. Vikings lead is now 16-9, a 7-point lead with 3:51 left. That blocked extra point is now looming large. The Vikings should be up by 8, but they're only up by 7. They had an extra point blocked. 3:51 left. Zach Wetzel will kick off for the Bears. Overtime, not out of the question yet. But the Bears will have to get a stop here. Wetzel will kick off. And this will be fielded by Carnes at the 2-yard line. Gerald Carnes brings it out to the 29-yard line. And that's where Minnesota will have it. 1st and 10, 3:46 left. What the Vikings need to do is string together some first downs and eat up some clock. Jay Foster comes out. The second-year quarterback out of Michigan. Vikings up 16-9. First and 10, Minnesota. 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the shotgun.
All right, here we go.
Foster back. Foster throws to the near side. It's picked off. Chicago picks it off. Number 26, Andres Walters. And the Bears get it right back. That's Foster's 3rd pick of the day. It'll be 1st and 10, Chicago. And the Vikings have given the Bears a short field and a chance to tie it up. Boy, that blocked extra point is really looming large now. The Bears will take over, down by 7. Wow. This game going down to the wire. 3:43 left to play. Again, overtime not out of the question here. Chicago will come out. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett fakes the handoff. Plunkett rolls out. He got hit as he threw. Incomplete. Just throws it away. It'll be 2nd and 10. We're live from US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. The 5-4 Bears, the 6-3 Vikings. 2nd and 10 for the Bears. At the Viking 35, down by 7. 3 receivers to the far side for Chicago.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
Plunkett fakes the handoff. Plunkett. And Plunkett's going to go down at the 36. He'll lose a yard. Mark Spindler on the sack. Officially a loss of 2. It'll be 3rd and 12. 3:24 left to play. Clock is moving. And the Bears face a long 3rd down. Vikings up 16-9. Late here in the 4th quarter. Bears trying to mount a comeback. They're down by 7. But they face a 3rd and 12 at the Minnesota 36-yard line. Clock is winding down. 3:15 and counting. Bears come out. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun.
Set. Blue 90.
Plunkett drops back. Rolls out. Throws. Caught by Andrews. He's going to be shy of the 1st down. Down to the 34-yard line. Just a gain of 2 yards. Stan King, the linebacker, comes up and makes the tackle. And now it's 4th down. The Bears have to go for it. They're down by 7. 2:53 left. It would be a 53-yard field goal from here. Make it a 51-yard field goal. But a field goal really does them no good. 2:50 and counting. It'll be 4th and 10. They're going to go for the field goal. Wow. From 51 yards, Zach Jones to make it a 4-point game. Snap kick is blocked. The Vikings block it. And the Bears come up empty. Blocking the kick, number 30 for the Vikings, Matt Wilson, the 8th-year safety out of Syracuse. And it remains a 7-point ball game in favor of the Vikings. We've seen a lot of defensive and special team big plays here today. The Vikings maintain their 16-9 lead. 2:32 left. If the Vikings win, they stay tied with Tampa Bay atop the NFC Central with a 7-3 record. The Bears would fall to 5-5 if they lose. 2 games back with 6 games to go. 1st and 10 from the 43. Foster under center for the Vikings. 3-step drop. Throws out to Underwood across midfield to the 49. A gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. Lawson Underwood, the tight end, on the catch. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. As we watch the replay, the tackle made by number 55, Terry Stewart, the linebacker. Whatever that means, Ricardo. We hit the 2-minute warning. Vikings up 16-9 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week number 11. The Vikings trying to hang on. 2nd and 2 from the 49-yard line. Vikings come out in the offset eye. Foster under center on 2nd and 2. Foster hands off to Carrington, and that's a big 1st down to the 45-yard line, a gain of 6. The Bears take a timeout. They have 2 left. The Bears can still force a 3 and out, but they'd be left with about 30 seconds left. They have 2 timeouts left. If the Vikings get one more 1st down, this game is over. Been a hard-fought game, a defensive game. Baseball up next. Major League Baseball, the American League Division Series Game 5, the deciding Game 5 between the Twins and the Indians up next. In the I formation, 1st and 10. Foster to Carrington. And Carrington back to the line of scrimmage. The Bears take a timeout. They have one left. 1:52 left. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Minnesota. I think what's happening there when they say cheap viewers on, the way I have my Autobot parameters, it won't let you post another site. I think that's what the asterisks are. So that's my Autobot doing its job to block robots there that come into the room, try to direct you somewhere else. 2nd and 10 from the 45-yard line. Jay Foster, the quarterback, under center. Foster to Carrington up the middle. And Max Carrington to the 42, a gain of 3. The Bears take their final timeout. It'll be 3rd and 7. 1:49 left. Now if the Vikings pick up the first down, the game's over. The mark of a good team is if you can win when you're not playing well. I'm not going to say the Vikings played bad, but they didn't play their best today, and they're still going to win. Winning ugly. 3rd and 7 from the Chicago 42-yard line. In the I formation. Foster to Carrington, and Carrington goes down at the 39, a gain of 3. It'll be 4th down. And Minnesota will let the clock run down as far as they can go. I hope the Vikings don't try a 56-yard field goal. I hope they just punt it away. That'd be the smart thing to do, just punt the ball away. They're going to try a 56-yard field goal. Randy Lloyd, this is not wise. The kick is up, and that's no good. And you've given the Bears a short field with 1:02 left. They have no timeouts, though. It's still a 7-point lead for the Vikings, but that was not wise. I would have just pinned them deep. The Bears have a little bit over a minute left. 1:02 remaining. They have no timeouts. And the Chicago needs a touchdown to force overtime. Vikings up 16-9. The Bears will start at their own 46. The Vikings gave them a gift by going for the field goal. Bears come out, 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun.
Let's go. 3-19.
Plunkett back. Plunkett throws to the near side, caught by Andrews coming across. Andrews only gets 3 out to the 49. Bears in the hurry up. It'll be 2nd and 7. They got to get the receivers back. Plunkett might spike it here. They get set, and now he'll spike it with 45 seconds left. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7. The Bears need a touchdown. They're down by 7 with 45 seconds left. No timeouts. Chicago trying to force overtime. 4 receivers spread wide. Plunkett in the shotgun.
Here we go. 3-19.
Plunkett back. Plunkett throws deep down the sideline, and it's nearly picked off, broken up by Jeremy Bell, the 6th-year defensive back out of Alabama. They were looking for Alex Dominique. It'll be 4th down for the Bears. It's 4th and 7. 39 seconds left. Vikings trying to hang on. Bell should have picked that off. It hit him right in the hands. It'll be 4th and 7. Chicago at their own 49. 3 receivers to the far side on 4th down.
All right, here we go.
Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett back. Plunkett steps up, throws downfield, caught by Dominique. All the way down to the 24-yard line. A gain of 28. They got to hurry up. 24 seconds. 1st and 10. Plunkett will spike it with 21 seconds left. And now Chicago has it at the Minnesota 24-yard line with 21 seconds left. The Bears trying to force overtime. That blocked extra point from earlier is looming large. Instead of a 2-point conversion to tie it up, all they need now is an extra point. If they score, 3 receivers to the far side on 2nd and 10. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett back. Plunkett steps up, and Plunkett's going to get sacked back at the 27. 13 seconds. A loss of 3. 3rd and 13. They got to get the receivers back. 7 seconds. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. Plunkett will spike it with 3 seconds left. It'll be 4th down. One way or another, this next play coming up will be the last play of the game, barring a defensive penalty. The Bears, they have to throw it to the end zone. 4th and 13 from the 27. They're going to line up 3 receivers to the far side. Plunkett in the shotgun on 4th down. 3 seconds left. Down by 7. Plunkett throws into a crowd. It bounces around. It's picked off by the Vikings. And Minnesota will hang on. Your final score, the Vikings 16, the Bears 9. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. The American League Division Series Game 5 up next. We'll see you then.